Well, good day, tubes. How's she hanging? Pretty good here. Pretty good here. So today is concrete pad mixing, pouring day, we'll call it. I got, I think, all my supplies I'm gonna need up here. Let's have a look here. We have got some sand. I'm gonna have to probably, of course, screen it some more. So we brought our screen, our little baby shovel, because I don't need a huge shovel. We got our molds. We got 1, 2, 3 squares, and then we've got our half squares, and I made another one. So we got some mixing to do today. So we also have some cement powder, and I got a quarter or so bag left there. We got our mixing paddle, which I had to go buy another one because I don't know where I've done with my other one. So hopefully that's, yeah, it should mix all right. That's actually for paint, but I used it for cement and it works pretty good. We've got our drill for the mixing part in here. We got a little air for vibrating the forms after. So that'll be pretty sweet. That gets everything settled down into the corners and stuff, and then it tries to get some of the bubbles out. We got some gas. No, I'm just kidding, it's water. Water. And we gotta mix some straight water just for cleaning after. In here, I'll show you what this is for. After. We got our smoothing tools and edging tool. That's our mixing bucket. So we'll put this guy close to the door. Had an interesting problem when I came in here today. Only one light come on. That one works, but this one's not working. So I don't know what's going on. Humidity maybe? I don't know. I don't think it's a power problem because this one is powered off of this one. So I mean, it's not like the power is cut. It comes up out of the box, down here, down to the switch and the plug, back up the wall, into this light, powers this light, and then Moret's on to this one, and into this light. So I don't know why it's not working. I wouldn't kind of say it's the bulbs, but you never know. Could be a bulb. But anyways, yeah, we're close to power here for mixing. So I'm going to set up a little bit of a table, I guess. Oh, a little bit of a table on my trailer here. Get this down, we're gonna need that. And the forms can stay here for now. The cement will have to come down, the water will have to come down, and the shovel. Quite a few of these blocks we're making here I did mix by hand. I'm like, this is silly. It's too much work. So I got that mixing guy going on my drill. So we'll pull this guy down. This one isn't quite so heavy now. I'm kind of close. Should almost be enough in there for everything, but I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, well, I'll set up the table. This guy can stay here for now. And the molds can stay there for now. That bag of stuff can stay, and the tools here can stay. We'll get you on a tripod, and away we go. All right, let's get at her here. So we'll put a bit of water in the bucket first, and I like to do a 4-to-1, which I'll call 4-to-1 ratio. So that's 4 sand gravel to 1 cement, and that makes it pretty good. It's actually 4 to 1.5, we'll say, because I do a little extra. It's also by looking at it too, right? So that's good. Get some cement in there now. Cement powder. And I mix like little batches, and then put some more in and mix little batches. And here we go. She's brand new. Never look this way again. Oop, no, that's not what I wanted. My bad. Haven't used this in a while. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And some more water. And I think I'm going to mix this actually up first. Cool too, because you can switch rotation. So it flashes you. Okay. So we need another full one. Probably a little more water. Now what I do is I mix this up and see how the consistency is. And if it's a bit thin, then I can put a little bit more powder to it. Yeah, it's a bit too sloppy right now. I like to be able to put that in, pull it out, and it leaves a hole. So we can solve that by putting a little bit more cement in. A little bit's a pretty fine line though, because you go too much too fast, right? So gotta go easy with it. The secret is though, if you want a nice white top, put a little extra cement in. I don't like to go too much more in the pail than this, because if you go much more I find that it kind of doesn't mix it in too well. I'm still a little bit thick there. Let's try a little more gravel. I think we're good on cement right now. The old paint mix works pretty good, eh? It's nice too because it's round. It's round, and it gets in the pail nice. Okay, so now we're kind of leaving a little bit of a hole, but I'm just going to put a hair bit more cement powder in, and I think we'll be good then. Change direction. Okay, how's this now? A little bit wet, but I think that'll be alright. So I'll put this in my bucket here, just to spin it, clean it off. There we go. So, we'll take this over to our table and our molds, and we'll pour the first couple here. Alright, so what we need to do first is I give the inside of the mold just a quick little wetting down. That's partially what this brush guy was for. Kind of helps, maybe a bit, I don't know, probably doesn't do anything, but softens the wood maybe, I don't know. It's like greasing a baking sheet kind of thing, or a pan thingy guy, right? And then there's another purpose for that brush after, I will show you momentarily. I think that should be enough weight there. Oh man! I don't know why they invented cement trucks. Okay. first load is out. So, get our smoothing tools now. And you guys are in a good shot there, right? Whoop, sorry. So we get our smoothing tools out and just roughly fill all the corners. I made like 58 or whatever it was of these for the winter, so I got a little bit of practice manipulating the concrete, we'll say. A little bit too much in that guy. I missed a hair bit, still too high, so we'll take her down a little bit. Now it's leaning, the trailer's leaning a bit. Hang on a second, I'm just going to put that down a little bit. I'm leaning to the left a bit here too, I think, so that's maybe going to mess this up a little bit. I can see it's higher on this side, so try to deal with that as we can. Okay, so now I got to jiggle this one. I'm gonna have to work kind of fast here because this stuff is probably gonna set up pretty quick today. So you're gonna hear my air compressor turn on here. It is pretty loud. So this is my gun, and I turn it right down. I don't want it splashing all over me, right? So it's actually still a bit too high. Just enough to shake it around. A little more. Set right. I have just a little bit too much still in here, but there'll be some air bubbles coming up through this. Okay, let's get for some more vibration. It's not a perfectly level surface here, so it's a little bit crappy. This concrete's always going to find its own level, right? So this kind of sucks being on a bit of a slope here. It's finding its own level now, which is what it's supposed to do, I guess. Yeah, that's not too bad. Whoop. That was my bad. We can fix that. Okay, I might have to try to jack up this side a bit just to get this a little more level, because this sucks. See what I got for a piece of wood. Well, it's just going to have to be, I guess, because if I do that and lift this side up, it might help a little bit, but we'll just work with it. I'm going to have to find something here to put that up. Hang on a second. Okay, that might be a little better. I had to move things all over the place here. Got another piece of plywood under there and another piece of 2x3. And I think we're a little better there now. Ish. Okay, so I don't do a whole lot of trowel and I don't want it smooth. That's not my game plan here, but we're going to let that sit a minute. And we're going to mix some more cement for this guy here. All right. Pour some gasoline in. New gravel ready. 1, 2, weeds. 3. 4. 1. Okay, 4 to 1. Nice, that mixed up fast. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 to 1. Sweet. Probably gonna need a little more water, but not too far off. Yeah, we're gonna need a little more water. Just a little bit. Just a hair bit more. You can always add more water, but it's hard to take it out again. Good test for the Milwaukee drill, eh? Porker test. Pretty good when it's spinning the whole bucket. Getting a little warm, but it's working. That's pretty thick. I think what I'm going to do is still put a little bit more powder in, just to give me that nice white top. Just a little more water, and we'll give her a mix, and hopefully the drill holds up. Worked good all winter, so you can almost tell by the feel of it that you don't have enough concrete powder in there, because it should be like a sloppy kind of mushy, thick kind of like peanut butter. But if you don't have enough, it's really hard and gravelly and hard to get through, which it was to start with there. now it's come around. I like that consistency where it leaves like a hole. Great. Clean. Alright, back to our second mold. Okay, yeah, this stuff's setting up pretty quick here, so we'll get at these ones. Oh my goodness, I think I mixed up too much. Ooh, yeah, maybe. Ooh, yeah, maybe. So, any extra I'll just scoop into the bottom one here. I gotta wet that one first. Gotta grease the pan. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it is about when you take it out of the mold, the smell of the bottom of the slab or the bottom of the wood. Oh man, I don't know, I just love that smell. Nothing like the smell of fresh concrete, I guess, right? And this stuff I'm using isn't nearly as good as the stuff that you get out of the pre-mixed trucks. That stuff's freaking awesome. The smell of that stuff's like fantastic. Still too hot. Still a bit too high. I had one in the wintertime there. I mixed it, got it all in here nice, and I just wasn't liking the way it was troweling. So I actually dumped it back in the pail, and I think I put more powder to it, and then it was better. Just didn't have the ratio right, I guess. Still got too much. You almost think by now I'd have like I need 275 mils of water. I need, whatever the ratio would be, right? No, I just keep mixing. Okay, so let's the vibration going here. Some bubbles coming out there too. Okay, that's not nearly as much vibrating as I normally would do, but I was probably overdoing the vibration before anyways. So what that'll do too, it's the same I'm doing with the troweling. It'll help bring up the creamy stuff, and then you get a nice smooth finish like this, right? But that's not the finish I want. So. Okay, so what we're going to do is... That's pretty good. I just want it to be mostly, somewhat level. See, I don't want a smooth finish. If it's wintertime and you're walking on it, it might be kind of crappy for slippery, right? So get her smoothed off, and then I just take my my little brush here and just do the drag down it like that. And that just leaves a rough finish. Like the both of them. Wow, this one is definitely getting firm fast here. Better get troweling her and edging her. So that leaves a bit of rough stuff on the top. And then I just basically take my edger tool guy here, and this is where it's a little more finicky. finicky. So you don't want to just jam that down, and you want to go like angle-wise to it, especially with this type one. This one's like cast iron, where they're all, you know, like a crappy piece of steel now. So just want to dig in the back corner and then just kind of start edging it down in. This just gives it a nice little finish. Like that. Let's get you down here a bit closer maybe. So this just puts a nice little edge to it. As long as you follow along the edge of your form. Just go really light. If you go too hard, it's just going to mush and it'll make a huge mess. So, and you want the corners to look nice too. You don't really want too many lines on it, so you got to kind of, like I say, finesse it a little bit. Bring it up, and then we'll do this guy here. Now this is all fun and easy doing a nice square like this. The triangle one, I'm going to say it wasn't so much fun. There we go. Not too bad. I got a little bit of a line here though. Doesn't really matter, but you got to watch too. You don't leave too much of a line because it could make a spot that someone might trip on. Your toe will catch anything. I'm telling you, you gotta really do her right now. That one's pretty good. I like that. So we're just gonna push this guy up on the other board here. Hope he doesn't move too much on me. Oh, hang on. I better lift him up. Should stay there, all right. All right, now we got to do this guy's edge, and I got to mix some more cement yet and do our last square. You gotta watch this line in here too. If you push down too hard, you'll get a really good line there, and that'll be something that you'll trip over. So you really want to watch your lining pressures on this. See there, I almost got too much line there, but that's probably still all right. Move that too much. Okay, and the last side. I gotta go over here with it. Can't see what I'm doing. Well, this is setting up fast. I mean, it's still mushy, but I can tell already it's getting firm. That's not too bad. Okay, I'm gonna try to pick this one up, put it over beside the other one. Sorry, I just seen that splash mark on the lens. I have fixed it, I do believe. I think. Darn splashing cement. Okay, I don't believe I got quite enough in there for a full one. We do have to mix some more up anyhow. I think I'm just going to do the one batch at this time for it. Okay, back to the bucket. All right, so water. One, two, three, four, four to one. More in there, but not much, just a hair bit. Hair bit. That's not too bad. Clean off the mixer, and let's top her up. Okay. Actually, a little thin. This one is. But, all right. Kind of imagine you guys probably got that spot on you from the vibration stuff here. This is mostly just gets everything level, because I mess it all up with the brush after anyways, right? So there's no real point in making her smooth. It's a good rough one. Okay, back to our edger, although I like to let them sit just a little bit. This one we'll see how it's feeling here. You guys didn't get goo on you? No, you're good. A little bit runny on the top. So that's a bit of an edge there I don't really like. So try to smooth that a bit. I gotta go around this side. That one come out pretty rough on the edges because it was a bit wetter. Probably needed a little more powder to it, but that's alright. Alright, pretty happy with that. It's definitely rough on top. Alright, we got to mix a little more up here. Not much. Maybe another 4 batch for triangles. Okay, we got triangles ready. Probably just going to scoop it into these. Oh, I better give them a licking first. That's maybe where you guys got the spray from. Maybe. This one on the far side here is the new one. Let's check your lens again there. Yeah, you're good. Okay. And these don't take a whole lot. Half of what we were doing there, right? So the first one seemed to come out pretty good, so I was really curious about the corners, but they seem to work pretty good. Vibration will definitely find our corners for us. Works pretty good. You guys are good? Yeah. Falls right in the corner, nice. I like that. Don't need a whole pile of vibration. Although the last one I didn't do a whole lot either, and it was pretty bubbly, so. But you know, when I was doing these down there, I was vibrating for like 10 minutes a piece, and they came out pretty decent. See the air bubbles popping through? And when they're making structural load-bearing walls and pour and stuff like that, that's what they have. Basically one of these on a great big long flexible rod kind of thing that's got the vibrator thing on the end, and they that right down into the concrete, like they right with that thing, right? And that gets it all settled in nice. They're doing like columns, support columns and stuff like that. Ooh. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. So we got a little bit of spillage here. Might be just a hair bit too much. Too sure why, but I find this quite relaxing. Okay, maybe we'll let that guy sit a minute. We'll do this guy here. I don't know if I got enough mixed, but we'll see. Probably need like a hair bit more. We're pretty darn close, I think. Oh. Darn it, I think I'm like shoveling a bit out maybe. I am too. Darn it! Okay, well, we'll just mix up the hair a little bit more. Wow, I even got that mixed before the camera timed out. Sweet. Wee bit too much. I took too much out. That'll do. Okay, I'm going to put this in the bucket of water. We'll give this a vibration. This is the new one. Sinks are all nice to the bottom. Hopefully. Bubbles coming out of here. Can you guys see that? I'll get you zoomed in a little more here. Not too bad. Okay. Now we'll push this guy out of the way for a second. We'll bring this guy back over. I'll just wet this guy up again. All right. Yeah, these ones were quite tricky to edge here, but it came out not too bad. Funny because it's such a big edger, it doesn't leave much in the middle. I didn't scrape this one with the brush, but I can after, maybe two. But there's so little left, there's no real point in really bothering with the... I don't like that edge. That's a little better. Those will probably break off anyways. That's a pretty sharp point. Oh! Oh, last but not least. Sweet. Bit of an air bubble there. I might be able to fill her in. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. I think that'll work. Blind man to be glad to see it, right? That's what my mom used to always tell me. Blind man to be glad to see that. A little bit of a ridge there, so you can just kind of... Because wherever this is going to sit, that's where she's going to dry, so... Get that ridge off and you'll be all good. Alright. Sweet! I'm happy. I like that. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. We'll do an unboxing video of these next day or so. Let them harden up and then harden up maybe an extra day. I don't like leaving them too long because it makes it really hard to get them out. They're still a bit wet. They're not too bad, but that one got a little bit mushed, I think, but that should be alright. We're going to be standing and stepping and walking on it, so it doesn't really matter a whole lot. Yeah, but anyways, there we go. Freaking hot out here, and I'm going to get a cold drink of something. Probably just water, because I'm not a liquor alcohol drinker guy. So yeah, but water's the best thing for you, right? So I'll just pack everything sort of back in the trailer. I think that should be everything. It doesn't pail in here, and I got to mix up a bunch more yet, of course, and then I'll get those rocking, and then we'll start placing them up at our walkway there. But anyways, that's it for today. Thanks again for watching. Catch you all later and have a good day.